know, if you don't want to watch all these videos, this is the too long to not read. I was really, really, really sad, and then I started to feel a little better. And I started to like another girl. But I don't know if she likes me. The end. You're up to speed. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Well, that's freaking embarrassing. I just recorded a whole thing this morning, only to find that it wasn't recording. So I guess I will do a take 2, recounting what happened last night. All right, so after I last spoke to you, my friend came over. At the same time, texts from my wife started coming through about her wedding ring again. This freaking wedding ring. Right around the time she went to move in with her boyfriend, she, in a kind of ceremonious way, handed me back her wedding ring and engagement ring and asked me to hold on to them because they would be safer with me. We've talked about this. This is not the first time you've heard this. So I've held on to them for 6 months plus. And then just this week, she told me she wanted her wedding ring back, but not her engagement ring because she thought that was appropriate. Okay, fine. And she said she wanted me to leave it on the counter of the condo. Okay, fine. In the couple days since we had that conversation, I didn't have a chance to go get the ring and leave it at the condo. I've been moving, I've been working, I've been doing my thing. So it's not my #1 priority to deliver to her the thing she wants on the timetable. She wants it. It's just not important to me anymore. And this like litany of texts that came through yesterday about, you didn't leave the ring at the condo, I don't know what your plan is, like if you're planning on keeping it, that's unlawful. But she immediately went to this negative fantasy about me trying to keep her wedding ring. Why would I want a wedding ring? What am I gonna do with an engagement ring? We talked about that too. Like, I don't know, you know? What sucks about that kind of thing is I'm still me. You know, at my core, I'm the good person that she loved and whatever. I'm not gonna steal a wedding ring, that's absurd. But it's hurtful. It's that subtle way somebody can hurt you kind of without saying anything directly to hurt you. You know, like on that really core level. She knows me, she knows my values, she knows my fundamentals, she knows I'm a good person. So the fact that from her vantage point now, she's saying, yeah, you might steal my wedding ring. Honestly, I think it's more a statement about her and where her head is at than about who I am. But it still hurts, you know? It's all these little things that catch you out of left field. You try and prepare yourself for any permutation of crazy that's gonna come your way or anything unexpected that she might do so you don't get blindsided again. And then something like this comes along and you're like, no, I didn't think to prepare myself for the fact that she might accuse me of wanting to steal her wedding ring. Like, it's so petty, it's so below who I am that it's just fundamentally insulting. Just wanted to do a quick overview of where the house is at right now. Kitchen's pretty empty. The Japanese hangings are gone. All the furniture is gone. The floors are filthy, so hopefully she'll clean. She took the furniture but left the rug. I'm assuming she's gonna leave that for me to dispose of. Table and chairs are gone. Desk is gone. She left me planters to deal with because, you know, the shelf is gone. She left that. That's here. Bedroom's empty. Some drip paintings. Yep, this is what the house looks like. It is all coming apart. So, yeah, I don't have time to take this piece right now, but I'll take it with me later. I just felt the need to record a little bit because I have no idea what she's gonna take when she, I'm assuming she's coming by today. Yeah. Got all that stuff. But honestly now, whatever's here. Oh. I bought her those bowls. Ready? Want to see the wedding dishware? All gone! Woo! Gotta have dishes. Yeah. But she didn't do things like all the wine glasses. A lot of these are her wine glasses. Like, she didn't take weird stuff. It's strange. She's a strange girl. Well, I guess it's not my problem anymore. Oh yeah. She dumped out the flour but left the flour container. Like, what? Anyway, I'm gonna go to the barn because being here just doesn't feel like much anymore. Yeah, let's have a great day. I will talk to you from the car. Hello again. I look mostly the same, but I smell better, and I shaved, and my hair looks better. So I guess I look mostly better. It's so weird to go into the place now and just, it's empty but dirty. You know, she just took stuff, she didn't clean, she didn't do anything. When she took a mirror off the wall, she tore out the sheetrock. You know, she didn't spackle, and there's spackle. All the supplies necessary to like repair are there. Nothing. And that'll all fall to me. And honestly, I don't care. Perhaps I should be irate, like, oh, she's just moving out. Ah. I don't care. Like, and I think that's how the relationship functioned for so long, because I can spackle faster than her and better than her and make the place look better. Not that it matters, but in terms of just like pride and ownership, pride and craftsmanship, like I can do it better. So the fact that she didn't doesn't really surprise me and doesn't really affect me. To get back to the story for a second, when I got to the house with my friend last night, and she was nervous that my wife would be there, because she's known the both of us and hung out with both of us. We've all hung out for a while and we've known each other for a while. I'm looking around as I drive away for like her car. And what do I care? I don't care. Ken, you don't care. So we got to the house and we're gonna take the Warren Keelan prints. So I have the 4 in the grid that I'm pretty sure I showed you, and then I have the one big one, and then I had the one that he gifted me, the shark one. And I was taking prints down, and I was taking frames down and wrapping them and packing blankets. I packed up the grid and I packed up the big one. I went in the bedroom to get the shark one, and it wasn't on the wall. And I was like, what? And I was like, did I take it down and pack it? And I was pretty sure I hadn't. So I said to my friend, I was like, I think she took the shark print. And my friend was like, no, are you sure you didn't pack it? And I was like, I'm pretty darn sure I didn't pack up the shark print. And I looked around and I unpacked everything I'd packed just to look in case I had somehow been insane. And yeah, it was not there. So I sent my wife a text that was like, ... the shark print, question mark. Here's what had happened. She took it. In the frame that the shark print was in and in the location where it had been, it was a picture of my wife standing next to the Grand Canyon. It was a pretty picture, I had taken it. It's a challenge right now for me to not resort to name calling. My wife, who I have loved for a really long time, loved passionately and deeply, my best friend. In my head right now, I'm calling her a lot of unkind names because she's being terrible. I mean, she's been terrible through this process, but on the eve of her leaving, or maybe she's leaving today, she's being terrible. She's being as unpredictable as she's been the whole time, and painting herself as the victim, painting me as this weird bad guy, and just handling the situation without any grace, without any class. You know, as destroyed as I've been, I'm recognizing that she's leaving. I'm pleased about that. It's as if she doesn't feel like she's burned the bridge with me enough. Like, she hasn't gotten me to a point at which I'm like, F you! I haven't gone crazy. I haven't lashed out. I haven't done anything. And it's as if she's not satisfied with the way this has ended. Like, it needs to burn out instead of fade away. That's what it feels like to me. Because she's known me in a positive light for 7 years. She's known me in this breakup for 6 months. I'm not unkind. I'm not unfriendly. I'm still a little broken, but I'm better than I was, and I've never done anything to hurt her. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe she needs to feel like I'm more evil than I am. She's just destroyed me, and I'm recovering. That is the story. Like, that's the spark notes, you know? Destroyed, got better. Just to get back to the other story, so I sent her this text being like, ... the shark print, and her response was the frame to go with the Grand Canyon print. So the thinking is this: when she broke up with me in March, when she broke up with me 6.5 months ago, hanging at that spot in the house was the framed picture of her at the Grand Canyon. Months later, when I got the Warren Keelan print, I took the photo of her out of the frame and I put the shark print in there. Yesterday, she felt qualified to take down my framed print and take it because the frame used to hold a picture of her. In the same room was the same exact size frame with a photo of her and I holding hands at our wedding, and all she had to do was take that frame and reframe her Grand Canyon print the same way I had done it. But no, she took my shark print. That's just, if you're new to the channel, that's just a little slice of the entitlement that we're dealing with here. After 7 months, I'm entitled to take this frame because it used to hold a picture of me. There, that sums up where we are right now. On the same day that she accused me of having the intention of keeping her wedding ring. believe me, if and when I get married again, it's not going to be done the same way. The things that matter to my current wife won't be as important to whoever I want to marry in the future. I know that much. I'm not going to put more words to that, but like on a soul level, yeah, I know more clearly what I'm looking for. On the day before she left, she did those things just to like, I brought her a ring last night. I went to where I had it stored. So I took the ring and I took a piece of printer paper out of my printer at school. And I folded it into a little envelope and I put the ring in there. And then I put that in a bigger envelope, just a business envelope. And I wrote her name in a blue alcohol marker. And I put it on the counter. And then I got spiteful because I was like, she took this shark print. So I hid it under the manual for the microwave in the closet. And that felt good for 7 or 8 seconds. You know, she wasn't going to find the ring until she got in touch with me and I'd be like, oh, it's there. It's just under the blah, blah, blah. And after about 7, 8, maybe 10 seconds, I had this moment where I was like, stop it. You are better than this. Be done. So I took it out. I put it right on the corner of the counter. She will see it when she walks in, and it's done. And there's been a lot of that in this breakup, the fantasy of doing all these things. You know, that Japanese cabinet he has that I've fantasized about burning and carving into and cover it with post-it notes that say adulterer and just all like, you know, cheater and wife stealer. And I think the fantasy part, I think that's fine, you know, to run through all the things you would love to do, but acting on them doesn't always or seldom feels good. So maybe that's it for me, like the catharsis of thinking is enough. You know, hiding her ring for 10 seconds. Well, honestly, it made me feel shitty. It really did. Because I thought, you stoop to her level. Stop it. Take a lesson from me. Don't, you know, tit for tat, retaliatory stuff. It just escalates a situation. You probably just want to be done with the situation. Where I'm at right now, I just want her to go. There's really nothing at all she could say or do today that would fix anything, that would make anything better, that would improve anything. Her actions have spoken so much louder than any words she's ever said. I sent my wife a text this morning just saying, because she left a lot of things there, so I'm assuming the movers came and took the big stuff, and then she's gonna go today and take the smaller stuff, including the vacuum, the 6-year-old vacuum. So I sent her a text this morning saying, assuming you're coming to the condo and assuming you're taking the vacuum, please vacuum all floors and baseboards, including the balcony, before leaving. And she's not gonna like being told what to do. She had these potted plants with ivy that she never took and I let die because I like the metaphor. And I'm like, take your potted plant pots. And like one was a gift from her friend. I'm like, take your stuff, man. I'm gonna park next to Larry. Living like Larry. All right, I'm excited to be at the barn. I'm just happy. I will see you later. Bye.
Let's go. They have mud wrestling and now they have swamp swimming.
We have that.
Irene was a champ. She did a great job. Go down here.
Thank you, Larry.
You already know that.
There he goes.
No, it wasn't. I know that they have their block on the side there.
What?
Is the block attached or not?
No. He's gonna park it again.
Hey you guys, I will talk to you from the car, but I just want to tell you a quick story of something wonderful that happened. I'm here at the barn. If you see this trailer, this is the trailer that is going to carry my wife's boyfriend and his horses away from here tomorrow. So hopefully I don't have to see him anymore. He's gonna go away. He's gonna move away with my wife. I watched this afternoon as the two of them loaded up the trailer with his vacuum and his refrigerator and all of his bits and pieces of barn life. She never made eye contact, she never talked to me. I'll tell you about the text she sent later. They're leaving. They're leaving tomorrow. And I'm glad I was here to watch them pack it up. I'm glad I was present. I'm gonna try and get here early tomorrow. They'll probably get here earlier than me, but I wanna watch them load the horses and I wanna watch them go. I'm so happy. I will be so happy when this thing drives out of here with his horses. She texted me a lot today. She was relentless. And here's the thing. She is fixated on her wedding ring. She just wants the ring. She wants the ring back, wants the ring, wants the ring. Thinks I want the ring. I do not. You know what she never asked about? Could she see her dog one last time? Could she say goodbye to the dog? Nope. She saw the dog on Tuesday, and that was it. That was it. She's not asked to see the dog once since. I was talking to people, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna bring in a bottle of champagne to celebrate that they're leaving. And one of the people was like, I have champagne. So a bunch of us opened a bottle of champagne and had cheese and crackers and champagne to celebrate their leaving. So it was like to celebrate my independence and his leaving. And it was awesome. It was just this moment of solidarity that I will never not appreciate and never forget. People could have gone home. They didn't have to stay, but they did stay. And we had a drink together, and it was perfect. It was better than I could have imagined today ending. We celebrated his leaving. So I'm gonna go home now. I'm gonna go to my new home. I'm gonna walk the dog. I'm gonna go to my old home and see what she took. There was a text today where she told me and the realtor that she left her keys on the counter of the condo. So she's gone. And then she sent a text that said, I left my keys because I'm off to San Francisco. We know, you've told us a whole bunch of time. Got it. All right, bye. Bye, Felicia. Like, seriously, go. Just go. All right. I'm gonna go get in the car and go home. I will see you on the road. Oh, hi. I will miss you. I hope you find a new life. Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah, you sweet muffin. I'm sorry you have to live with him and her. You should stay with me, sweetie. Yeah. I had a great day. I have a lot of things to tell you about. Overall, it was a great day. I saw my wife a bunch today. I saw her boyfriend more. There were a bunch of texts from her, and I was really close to responding. She sent a bunch of them about like, have I left the ring at the place? Hello, have I done this? And I just didn't respond because I was at the barn. I was in a lesson. I was busy. Oh wait, hold on. His ex-girlfriend just wrote me back and I want to respond. I will be back in a flash. We will meet at some point for a celebratory drink. The last I spoke to you, I was headed to the barn. And I got to the barn and he was there and he was doing stuff. And then it got really interesting and really fun. So I had my lesson. It was really great. After my lesson, I took Reese and Nat and Alex out for Froyo. On the way back from Froyo, McKenna called and said that my wife was at the barn. And I was like, but we went to the barn anyway. I'm not gonna not go to the barn because she's there. Like, I'm not afraid of her. But she had sent me this text, and the text said, it was a long text, but it was basically like, do you derive pleasure from causing me pain and causing me stress when you know I have this timeline and, you know, my time is really short before I leave? Had I left the ring at the place? My text back, basically, I drafted it and it said, your timeline is no longer a concern of mine. It doesn't cause me stress. Like, because you're in a rush, I'm not in a rush. So just because you're not getting what you want, it doesn't affect me like it used to because I don't care anymore. I don't care about your stressful timeline. You have this timeline because you created it. This is your problem that you're trying to make my problem. It's not. I don't care. And I was drafting that and I was gonna send it, but then my friends came over and wanted to go get Froyo. So I put it on hold. I prioritized my barn friends over communicating with my wife because, well, in the past couple months, my barn friends have been better friends than my wife has been. My wife has been terrible. My barn friends have at least been true and communicative and kind and want to spend time with me and talk to me, except for when I went out with me. But that makes sense. When McKenna called and said that she was at the barn, and it was with a little bit of reservation that I went back to the barn. So we got back to the barn and they were gone. But I was talking to McKenna and McKenna was like, oh, you know, your wife was like, hi. And McKenna said she was like, And then McKenna was filming the two of them walking when my wife turned around and McKenna said she was like, And I was like, oh, thank you, McKenna. Like, I high-fived her and I was like, thank you. Like, that was awesome.
I'm literally shaking right now. Like, I don't even know what to do with myself. Like, They have some nerve to be here right now.
In their own bold ways, they're watching out for me, and I don't know, it made my day. My wife and her boyfriend were at the barn loading up his truck, and she at no point made eye contact with me, and she just looked like stony, like set jaw, and I can honestly tell you, nothing about her was attractive to me. So yeah, they loaded up his trailer, and I sat, you know, at my barn, and every time they put something in the trailer, they have to walk past me. I just sat there, and they like loaded up his truck, and then they drove away.
Block on the side there?
What?
Is the block attached or not?
No. He's gonna park it again.
Oh.
And it was surreal, but on no level was it painful. It was like being at the zoo and watching animals do what they do. I wasn't jealous. I didn't want what she had. I didn't want what he had. They were just doing what they do. There was an element of surreality to it because it's like, we're married. Like I'm married to that woman who won't even look at me. That's so weird. And I guess people go through it all the time, but it's strange. It's strange to like someone so much and then get to a point months later where they won't even look at you because they're so pissed because, well, she was pissed today because I wouldn't text her back about the ring. And I would like to justify that. You know, this might not make the video, but when she texted the other day about the ring and asked if I would leave it at the house, you know, by today, by this afternoon, I said yes. Or I said sure thing. I said one of the two things. I said I would do it, period. And then she sent this barrage of text that was like, please let me know when you've done this. Please let me know when it's there. My time is short. Please, you know, please let me know when I can go get the ring. And I didn't do that. I did the thing I said I would do. The ring was there by today. It was there. I said I would do it and I did it. It's not my responsibility any longer to be a facilitator, to be like, just so you know, it's there, so at your convenience, go pick it up. Because I don't care if she picks it up. It's no longer my job to make her life easier. She stopped making my life easier in February. 7 months ago, she stopped making my life easier. So I'm not going to facilitate her move now. I mean, crap, I facilitated her buying the property up in Northern California. She never recognized it. She never said, thank you for signing that thing. So why on earth would I at this point be kind? Why would I be like, you know, stop by at your convenience? I don't care. I don't care if she takes the ring or not. I don't care about her stress. I do not. I don't remember if I've mentioned this yet, but you know what occurred to me today was she hounded me to get her wedding ring back. Like it was her focus, it was her fixation to get the ring, to get the ring, to get the ring. And at no point did she ask where the dog was, how the dog was, if she could see the dog before she left. Not at all. It was all about the ring. The dog didn't matter at all. Not one mention in all the texts she sent. Getting her wedding ring back, the symbol of her love and marriage to me, was more important than seeing the dog that was hers before we got married. Why? Why does that matter? She's not going to wear the ring. She's going to sell it. She's going to get a little bit of money for it. Why does that matter so much? Like many things in this situation, I don't understand. So I'm back at the old building. I'm going to see what she left, or see what she took, or see what damage she did to the place when she was in today. I guess her keys will be left there, so that'll be cool. I guess we'll see you together in just a minute. Hey, I don't feel like going in alone, so come with me. Let's see. Oh, this is strange. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Ooh, there are keys. Well, that's weird, huh? She can't get in here anymore. So she left everything in the pantry, including her steamer, the iron, the crock pot. That's weird, because those are all things on the list she said she wanted. Everything in this cabinet looks like I have to get rid of. The bowls I gave her, the sushi things. pot holders, all the vases, her old mugs. Strange. TV's still here. Did she take the vacuum? Yes, she did. She didn't vacuum the floors. She didn't clean out any cabinets. I asked her, I said, assuming you're going to the condo today. How bizarre. She left clothes in the closet. She left her bag from college. She left her Blu-ray player. She left her swimming stuff. She took the knives. The knives are gone. Pots and pans are still all there. Let's see. Wine glasses, champagne. She left everything. This picture, this is the first thing I ever gave her. We were so good together. Got this in a store in Boston. Well, she didn't bring me the shark print back. She took the rest of her toiletries. God, that's confusing. Weird. I guess I should text her now. Let me make sure my passport's still here. So here is the bizarre... I mean, there's so many bizarre things in this case, but I just went into our storage space to see what she took. And she didn't take very much. So you remember the other day she went into the storage space that had my stuff in it. She took the tent and she took the cooler. I just went into her storage space and her sleeping bag is in there. A nice sleeping bag. It's a North Face down, like it's a nice sleeping bag. Why do you take a tent and a cooler? Makes it sound like you're going to go camping, right? But you don't take your sleeping bag. She seems to have taken the Thermarest mattress. It was a nice sleeping bag, like a for real nice one. I don't get it. She took the vacuum. She took the Dyson vacuum. And I asked her, I said, if you're coming by the condo today and gonna take the vacuum, which she indicated earlier that she was going to, I said, would you please just vacuum all the floors once before you go? Because as I put on our spreadsheet, I don't have a vacuum. I have to get one, but I don't have one right now. A little impossible for me to vacuum the condo. So she took the vacuum, she didn't vacuum the floors. So the floors have dog hair and dirt and stuff. I'm a little confused as to why she took what she took and why she left what she left. All her books from law school, what am I gonna do with those? Am I just gonna recycle them all? I mean, you saw some of the condo, like it was just strange to walk around and be like, oh, she left, you know, things she came into the relationship with. Things I thought she would take, like going through the drawer. Like she wanted the shun knives. She really wanted the shun knives. Okay, all right. You would assume she has an interest in kitchen stuff, but she didn't take like the pizza cutter or stuff like that. She took a ladle that I gave her as a gift. I gave her 2 ladles that look like little sea creatures. She took 1. Oh, I guess she took the container of wooden spoons and spatulas in it. I guess that got taken. And the paper towel holder. So I'm back at my new place. I have a shower curtain now, so I can shower here. I have all the frozen tuna that David brought over in those 2 trips. I'm gonna get those in my freezer, and man, she really doesn't look well. Seeing her today, yeah. It's a weird thing. I don't get any pleasure from her not looking well. The part of me that's loved her for so long is troubled. You know, she doesn't seem well. So part of me wants to help her, but that part of me is shrinking. Because she's only into her own thing, and it's so evidently clear. If you could see my text, like my text thread from today and yesterday, every text from her is solely about getting her wedding ring back. For some reason, that's what she's fixated on right now. The wedding ring, the wedding ring. The one text, you know, oh, and I sent the text this morning saying, you know, assuming you're coming by the condo today and assuming you're taking the vacuum, would you please just vacuum all the floors and baseboards before you go? And her response to that was, you had time to write, it was like, you had time to write a long text about something unrelated, but you can't answer about the wedding ring. Yeah. It's like a dog that's obsessed with fetch. It just wants the ball. It doesn't want to be pet. It doesn't want to be loved. It just wants the ball. It just wants the ball. It just wants you to throw the ball. Throw, throw, throw. Her preoccupation is now getting her ring back for reasons I don't understand. And if she can't get it, if she can't get the thing that she wants, she lashes out. She says, like, it's... And she got the ring back because I left it on the counter as I said I would. So what's the new preoccupation? Because that's what it was before. Sign the quitclaim, sign the quitclaim, sign the quitclaim, sign it, sign it, sign it. When I did that, she never recognized that I signed it. And then she moved on to the new thing, which I guess was the wedding ring. And now that she's gotten the wedding ring, I'm sure there will be a new thing. It's just strange that she surrendered her keys. She left her keys on the counter up there, which means she can't get into the condo. I work really hard on not caring. I care a little bit right now because it's so bizarre. Just, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that she appears to have just walked away from everything. And maybe I'm slightly relieved that maybe I don't have to buy a saute pan right now. Or a garbage can. I have to buy a vacuum. It seems like I have to buy a vacuum. I think the TV was just there. Yeah, the TV was there. I have to buy a desk and a vacuum. And a dresser. All in all, that's not bad, you know? It could be a lot worse. The things she wanted to take versus the things she left behind don't make any sense to me. I'm gonna go upstairs to my new place and set up my shower curtain and maybe take a shower. Yeah, it'd be awesome. I think this is it for tonight. Good day. Really kind of just a special moment with the people at the barn with champagne. I think my plan for tomorrow is to go to the barn on the early side and have a lesson at 11. Maybe do some work there and just have a super great day. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope we're getting to the end of an era. I mean, I know I still have to get divorced, and that will be unpleasant, but I think her leaving is big, and I'm okay with it. I'm excited about it. He's gonna leave. He's taking his stuff and going. Yay.